What do you get when you mix banana cream pudding with vanilla wafers and powdered milk? What's going on, guys? Devin here with Backcountry Exposure. It is Fry Bake Friday time, and it is episode 1 that we're sharing today because I've got the 8-inch round deep fry bake to do a recipe with you guys today. I'm so excited to share this series because I absolutely love the fry bake. You guys all know that this is one of my favorite pieces of cooking equipment. So I'm doing Fry Bake Fridays to be able to show you all of the different types of recipes that you can use in the fry bake or fry pans in general, but specifically with the fry bake. I absolutely love this pan and what it's capable of, how it's designed, and just the fact that it's a really burly fry pan that can do a lot of different things. So over the course of the next several videos, I'm going to show a lot of different types of fry bake recipes, we'll call them, for you to try on your own when you're out in the backcountry. But today's recipe is going to be a little bit different because there's actually not any cooking involved with it, but we're going to use the fry bake to do it. So guys, the recipe that we're doing today is basically a banana cream pudding over top of vanilla wafers. So it's super simple, and that's what I'm excited to share with you, is the fact that you can make a really good dessert in the backcountry with very few ingredients, and when you put it together, my goodness, it is one of the best desserts I've had in the backcountry. So this is one of my favorite desserts to take with me, or foods in general to take with me. And I made this for my students recently when I went and took them on a backpacking trip, and everybody loved it. So it was a huge pick-me-up at the end of the day after a lot of miles on the trail, wading through the water, crossing rivers, that kind of thing. So let's show you. All right, so basically for this recipe, I have 4 ingredients. I've got 2 cups of water, I've got banana cream pudding, I've got powdered milk. I'm not going to use all of this package, but there's enough in there for me to accomplish this, and then I'm using vanilla wafers. Now keep in mind that in a backcountry setting, I am going to repackage most of this. I'm going to leave as much of the stuff behind as I can so that I don't have a bunch of trash. But what we're using for this recipe, and you could use any type of fry pan, just remember that this particular recipe doesn't require you to use the fry bake. I just love the fry bake, so we're going to use the fry bake to do this. This is the 8-inch round, and it is the deep version of the fry bake. They have a 12-inch version, and then they have also the 8-inch one, and this is the Alpine Deep. So just for reference, if you do go check out their website. So what I've got, 2 cups of water here in my Toaks titanium pot, and I am just literally going to open up the pudding, put that aside for a second. First thing I'm going to do though is mix the milk. So this particular package is going to make roughly a quart of milk, so I only need about 2/3 of this for the 2 cups. So I'm just going to pour that straight into the water. And keep in mind that, like, you don't have to have a refrigerator for this to work. So I did this when it was about 70 degrees outside, and it worked really well. So all I'm doing here is mixing powdered milk to make milk, obviously. So once I've got that mixed together real good, I am then just going to take my pudding mix. You can also do this with like chocolate, any flavor of pudding that you would like, but the banana cream is my particular favorite. You could also do vanilla, but you're just going to dump the pudding mix, all of it, into your little cup. So I'm just using my pot. The only downside to this, oh, that smells so good. The only downside to this is the fact that I don't really have a whisk. So I'm gonna get a lot of clumps in here. So I've got this all mixed together, and just honestly guys, like, this does not have to be perfect. If there's some clumps in there, it is what it is. You're in the backcountry, and just deal with it. It's still going to taste really good, and I particularly like when I get a little bit of the powder in there. Then all you're gonna do is fill the bottom of your pan. Gosh, I'm just gonna do the whole thing. Just fill the bottom of your pan with the vanilla wafers, and then pour the pudding straight over top of the vanilla wafers. Then use your spoon and you're gonna spread this around just to get it all nice and covered. And the benefit to this is the pudding will soak into the vanilla wafers and it is so delicious. So you can already see that it's starting to set up a little bit, which is good. But I'm gonna cover it so the bugs don't get into it, and we'll let it sit for a couple minutes and get back to it. All right, it's been at least 10 minutes at this point, way more than I think it needs. But there it is. Totally set and good to go. Oh baby. Banana cream pudding with vanilla wafers, whatever you want to call that as a dish. May, are you ready to try this? Can you take a bite? No? You don't want a bite? Take a bite.
Bite?
Yeah, take a bite of this.
No?
Take a bite. Come on, take a bite. Oh, it's so yummy. It's pudding. Yeah. Take a bite. She's 2 and kids don't like to eat. So I'm going to take a bite and we'll see how it is. Yeah, that is so good. Yeah, it's good. Do you want to try some? Here, take a bite. She's not going to. Thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think about this as the first Fry Bake Friday episode. And make sure you subscribe to the channel, thumbs up, all those fun things, and have an awesome day as always.